Hey everybody, Greg here. I'm on my morning bicycle ride heading over to the gym, and I just wanted to share with you a video from yesterday. We went over to the Quad Cities, just over the Mississippi River actually, from Iowa into Illinois, to visit the Niabi Zoo, which was really a fun time. You know, it's a small enough zoo that you can kind of walk through it and enjoy a lot of the sights in a couple of hours, so it's not one of these zoos where you're going to be kind of exhausted by the end of the day. And yet they have a lot of kind of interactive, you know, the typical petting zoo and feeding of giraffes and feeding of some parakeets. Just a lot of fun stuff, and a train, which is, you know, a must, right, for a zoo. But a nice train ride that, you know, takes you around the outer perimeter of the zoo. So I'm going to kind of show you all that and do a little narrative, and I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day. Here you can see the Niabi Zoo website, the homepage, and that's a great resource for any kind of information or questions you have. Now, on this map, you see in the upper left is Davenport, and then a little below that is Moline. So further down, just east of the airport, is where the zoo is located. I'll zoom in a little bit. You can see there's an access road, and then you kind of enter through here near the parking area. And there was quite a bit of parking. You can see on the map that's located in the lower left. And then this map of the zoo shows you where all the different animals and exhibits are. There's a nice fountain just inside the entry after you've purchased your tickets. And to the right of that is a Pollinator Garden. You'll see quite a bit of animal life in there and a bunch of flowers. And then just beyond the Pollinator Garden, as you keep turning right, you'll be in the Fish, Aquarium, Coral Reef Information Center. As you can see here, there's some interesting exotic fish, and I'll zoom in on one of these here. You can get a little closer look. Just outside of the aquarium, as you move ahead on the left, you'll see some monkeys in an exhibit, and the monkeys are quite interesting, and occasionally they'll come up to the glass and kind of get your attention. Here's a llama in the petting zoo, and there are quite a few different animals in the petting zoo. A cow, I guess here we have one with horns, so a bull, and then you'll also see goats in there and some tiny donkeys, etc. This is the Australian walkabout, and beyond here you'll get to an area where you can feed the canaries. There's a ticket for that. It's $2, but I thought very worth it, much worth it to be in that canary you know, cage there. And here you can see the giraffes in their space. We'll come back to them a little later. There's a giraffe feeding that happens a couple of times a day. Here you can see the train going by the giraffe area, and just beyond where the giraffes are is an eagle exhibit. Here's a close-up and then a slow motion of the eagle going into flight here. And as you continue walking around the perimeter of the zoo, you'll see this exhibit with some mountain goats of some kind, and they like climbing to the highest spot they can. Here's that train ride again, and this time from the perspective of being on the train. You'll get an idea of what that's like here, just kind of going past the various exhibits. So the train ride's something you might want to do with the map, and maybe when you first get there, to get an overview of what the different exhibits are, and kind of map out how you're going to go see the zoo. Be sure to schedule in that giraffe feeding, and try to show up maybe a half an hour early or something, or 20 minutes early, because otherwise there can be a very long line. As you see here, we had to wait in line probably half an hour to 40 minutes just to go from where we were all the way to the front of the line. And on a hot day, that can be kind of difficult. But that was definitely worth it. And again, $2 to feed the giraffes. But they really seem to be eager to get those lettuce leaves. So, and finally, here's a video close-up of a turtle eating. Then it recognizes that it's on camera and takes a moment to pose. Well, thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and appreciate all the positive comments and feedback. Have a great day.